and welcome back to Opal and Mint. I am Ashley and I do want to apologize. I'm still recovering from pneumonia, so my energy level is really hard to keep up. But today we've missed an entire week of uploads, so I was ready to get back to it. And today I want to talk about my top 10 favorite watercolor brushes. So I've mentioned that I've been wanting to talk about my favorite watercolor brushes, and I'm just going to quickly go through these and show you footage of them in action and what kind of strokes you can expect from each one. But we're going to go by different categories. We're going to start with the round brushes because round brushes are the most universally used in watercolor. And let me talk about some of my favorites, some must-haves, and we have different options from cheap to middle range to what are you thinking? Why would you spend that much? Alright, so here are my top 4 round brushes, and I guess technically this one could be called round, but it's a quill slash mop brush, so that'll be separate. Anyways, I have 4 round brushes here, and the first one I want to mention is from Master's Touch. Now, if you've been around here, you know I've talked about this brand quite a bit, and it's because it's inexpensive, it's easily accessible. This is from Hobby Lobby. This is their in-house brand, and they're so easy. The quality is amazing. They come to a nice point. I don't know how much this is, but I will link this in the comments description. I will link this in the description below so you can shop these, but the one I picked was a size 4, but honestly, any of the round brushes from Master's Touch, I like the 4, 6, size 12. They're all very useful depending on, what size you're painting, but the Master's Touch round brush is definitely one of my most used brushes. All right, let's go up to the next category of a little bit more expensive, but not quite to the what are you thinking level. This is a Princeton brush, and in general, Princeton brushes are fantastic choices. This is the Aqua Elite series line, and this is a long round size 6. I recommend this exact brush. The cool thing about the long round is it's long and it comes to a very fine point. So this is great for detail work, but then it is also big enough to where you can make some leaves and things like that. But this is a fantastic all around easy to use brush. I don't use this for absolutely everything because it can be a little bit more unwieldy to wield. It's a little bit more unruly because it is longer when you're doing certain things, but I find for details that is what makes this thing fantastic. Okay, now we're into the round brushes that are the what are you thinking category, and these are my Rhapsody natural hair brushes. These are round Kolinsky Sables. These are round, and my 2 favorites are the size 2 and size 8. I do have an entire set of these that I got on super sale from Jerry's Artorama, which I found out it's kind of what they're always priced at anyways. So they're not as outrageously expensive as I originally thought. The set was supposedly like a $700 retail. I didn't have fingers. But I did discover you can find this set on Amazon. I think it's a set of 5 brushes. These are kind of expensive, kind of outrageous, but I honestly can tell a huge difference using the natural hair when I paint with these. So I like them and I wanted to mention them. They're not necessary, but I do like them. Next up is an essential watercolor brush for, well, like what it says, it's a wash brush. So doing a flat wash of color on the page. This is actually from Christy Rice. This is from her first brush set. I can't talk. This is the 3/4 inch wash, and any kind of flat wash brush will do, but this is the one that I have and the one that I use. I don't use this all the time, but when I do want a nice even wash of color, this is one that I will go to. So it had to be in the top 10 because of that reason. All right, we're gonna move on to, oh, this is technically round, isn't it? No, it's a script. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna move into another common shape of brush that is used a lot in acrylic and watercolor, and that is the filbert brush. This one says oval wash, but it's a filbert. These are both Master's Touch. I like the brand. They work for me. The larger one is saying it's an oval wash, but they're the same shape. So the little one says filbert, this one says oval wash. We have a size 10 filbert and a 1/2 inch oval wash. Love these. I have come to really enjoy these for painting flowers and leaves. And again, I'm going to be inserting footage of the strokes that these will do so you can kind of see how they work. But these have become essentials in my kit, and this little filbert right here is the one I use for my swatches. So if you've seen my stone swatches, this is the brush that I'm using. It's the one that I go to and really, really love. So those are my filbert brushes. We have 3 more. What was this? 3 more brushes. One of them is for very fine details. Now I have the long brush. I have the long round brush that I use for details, but if I have some itty bitty teeny tiny details, I will go to this number 2 script. And again, this is a Master's Touch brush, and this gets to an even smaller point once it's wet, but it's just long enough so it will hold enough paint, but not so long that it's too hard to control. But this is just like the perfect Mama Bear medium kind of script brush for me. So I personally love this particular one.
Mama bear?
Yeah, you've got the baby bear and the daddy bear, and
I was just confused by the mama bear in between, I guess.
well, the baby's too small, the daddy's too hot. No, is that wrong? Is it?
The baby bear is the one that's just right on everything.
Oh, but it's not in the middle.
Yeah, it is. The baby bear is in the middle because it's the baby bear.
I'm sick. My brain doesn't work. Please forgive me. Kylie's correcting me, and I'm very sorry that I don't know my nursery rhymes anymore.
I just want to make sure that I understood what you were meaning.
Well, and what they understand. Yes, because okay, we're going to move along to the next 2 brushes. Anyways, this is a brush that I have in more recent months come to discover and love, and it's fascinating how quickly you can paint a flower with this. I have a couple of Instagram reels that kind of took off for us with flowers with this brush because it was the quickest flower that you could possibly paint. And this is a cat's tongue, or this one is called a pointed oval wash from, you guessed it, Master's Touch. This is a size 4 pointed oval wash. Another word for this brush is a cat's tongue. The shape of this is so unique. You can paint so many things with this, but you can also get really, really sharp, fine details because it is so pointed. If you've not ever used a cat's tongue brush, I highly recommend you trying it. Kylie is laughing over here. There's a big one. This is, once again, Master's Touch. This is a size 6 and this is a size 4. The size 4 is the one that I am talking about though. So, love this brush. Right, now the last brush I want to mention today is the newest one to my collection. And it's one that kind of goes hand in hand with watercolor. A lot of people use these and I've always seen them, but I just didn't know that I needed one until I used it. And now I can't not use it. I love it so much. And it's a quill brush, or you can call it a mop brush. It basically has a lot of bristles. Why are you shutting? It holds a lot of water, and you can do a lot of really fun things with this. So again, inserting here footage of me using this and kind of showing you how much water this will put down and how it'll make colors just explode on the page. But this is a size 6 quill from
Master's Touch.
Master's Touch. And again, I like to try out this brand when I'm trying a new shape or style or size of brush, just because it is inexpensive. And if I like it a lot and I want to get a higher quality brush from there, then it's the most affordable way of trying out different sizes and different shapes. Make sense? So now that I know I love this brush, my husband will probably eventually get me a more expensive one in the future. But for now, this is the one I have, and there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. My husband did think it looks kind of tacky and cheesy because of the plastic on it, but I told him that that's the way they are. That's like how they're made. Some of them look a little nicer than others, but he thought it was paper, it was plastic that was supposed to come off. And I'm like, no, 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 no. That's supposed to stay on there. Well, that was number 10 on my top 10 favorite brushes. All right, but that is gonna wrap up my top 10 favorite watercolor brushes. I would love to know in the comments below what your favorite brush to use is, what your favorite shape, size, brand. Let me know all the things in the comments below because I'm always down for trying out more brushes and I would like to be proven wrong. That basically just means I want to spend more money and buy more brushes. Right? Yeah. But I'm going to link as many of these that I possibly can in the description below. I don't know about all the Master's Touch ones. I think I can link Hobby Lobby links down in the description. But all right, guys, but that wraps it up for this video. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm out of practice. We were off a week.
If you want to see those future videos, hit that subscribe button.
Ship, 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 ship. I have a smaller cat's tongue in here. We got dead cats and cat's tongues. This.
Leave the cats alone.
What about the dagger? Should we put a dagger in here too?
Oh, that was. Keep going.
Okay, I think that's all for now.